Okay, so I don't know why it took forever. Okay, guys, so you guys been asking like a lot of questions, and I'm going to answer them. The first question is, y'all moved to, that's not even a question. Y'all moved to Georgia. Yes, we moved to Atlanta. We moved here about, I always say 2 months. It hasn't been 2 months, but we moved here about 2 months ago. Let me see. September. No, not September. We moved here in, I want to say April. Maybe 3 months. We've probably been here for 3 months. Next question. Would you have another baby? The answer to that is no. I'm not gonna have another baby because I don't think I can. I mean, I don't want any more kids right now. Anyways, this looks so good, guys. Bali's enough. Plus that pregnancy was like really, it wasn't hard on me. But the delivery, I had a C-section. Ew, I'm talking about like pregnancy and eating an egg at the same time. That type of stuff. But I guess I had like a lot of scar tissue when they were like giving me a C-section from like the previous kids. And so after I had Brooklyn, they said, you know, don't have any more kids, you know, you just can't because your scar tissue is too bad. But I figured like 17 years later, you know, it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it was. So as like they were doing the C-section or whatever, my doctor came over and she came around and she's like, Monique, don't do this again. So I was like, okay. But yeah, no more kids. So Bali's just gonna have to have a whole bunch of play dates with her friends and her family. How's your day going? My day's going good. Today was actually like a really good day. We were supposed to go to the Beyonce concert, but I think we're gonna go on Monday. Me and Shakita. There's just been a lot of stuff, like so much stuff going on. I feel like my days have been so busy. I gotta go visit Mel, like get him settled into school. He's moving. Well, he's moving into another like home, like another apartment, not dorms, but he's moving out of the dorms and he's moving somewhere else off of campus. So I have to go there, get him settled in. Yeah, so I gotta start doing that, but like all the flights are delayed and there's just like so much stuff going on. And then he wants me to bring Bali, he wants me to make lumpia, all that kind of stuff. That's how my day's going so far. Are you ready for Bali to get older? Actually, I really enjoy this age. Like Bali's so much fun for me. Like I love being around her, teaching her new stuff, just watching her grow up, you know. I didn't really get to do it. I got to do that with the last kids, but I was working a lot. So it was just like between me, I think me and their dad were going through a divorce. So it's just like he would have them 1 week, I would have them 1 week. So it was kind of like, you know, life happens in between the kids growing up, but like with Bali, I get to watch her every day. Every day I get to see her do new things. Every day I get to talk to her, spend 24 hours with her. She wakes up, goes to sleep with me. So that's kind of cool. Like that's never happened before. This is good. Hold on. I'm gonna get to y'all questions. But let me get into this. Wait, they gave me some sauce. I think I'm supposed to take the whole thing and dip it. I don't know what that is, but I'm supposed to dip it. Oh my god. That's good. I feel bad because... Ooh, I'm eating this. This is so good. Okay. Next question is, when you do Sunday dinners, do you ever run out of food for everyone? No, but sometimes I cook like just enough, so maybe everyone gets like food and then a little bit more and then it's all gone. But it's better than like overcooking. Sometimes I feel like if I cook too much, then I'm wasting food because I don't know who's gonna come and who's not. So like there's been times where I spent like $300-400 on food and then like a few people came and then I had so much food left over. How old are your kids? My kids are 22. Deshay's 22. Mel is 19. No, Deshay's 22. Mel's 20. Brooklyn's about to be 19 in a few days. And Bali is going to be 2 next month. Would you come to Trinidad for a vacation? Yeah, absolutely. I don't even really... Where is Trinidad? I don't really know where Trinidad is. But I know I think it's an island. But I know, like, I've seen, like, Trinidadian food and stuff like that. But, no, I've seen stuff about Trinidad. It looks really fun. It reminds me of, like, Jamaica, like, island Caribbean vibes. So, like, that looks really fun. I would go. Is it by Jamaica? Trinidad? I need to look that up. What's your biggest fear? Ooh, I don't know. My biggest fear... No, I never really think about stuff like that. Well, I do have a fear. My biggest fear is probably leaving this earth without my kids being able to like say goodbye. Like, or them like needing me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my biggest fear. Like, I don't want to leave this earth like in an accident or something like that, you know? Like, that's my biggest fear. I want to just like kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. That's a weird question to answer, but that's kind of my biggest fear. Like, I just don't want them, like, if I'm not here anymore, I don't want them to be, like, sad and not be able to live with that and stuff like that. So, try to be as present as possible all the time. You know, leave them with good memories. I'm, like, getting choked up thinking about it. Stuff like that. Let's see. Okay. Did Jay Cinco really had to pay to date your daughter? No. That's like the weirdest thing that I've been seeing online. And one of the questions I chose to answer because it's just like, first and foremost, I own a management company. We've been working on our brand for like years. Me, Brooklyn, Deshay. More so Deshay. Deshay's been working on the whole brand for years as far as like doing his videos and stuff like that. It's one of those things like we built. Just like any YouTuber, anybody that builds anything, it's their baby. It's something they built. From that, I've always managed my kids. I've started a management company when Deshay was just getting into the industry. So I feel like, okay, I have your best interest. I'm gonna like lead you in the right direction until I feel there's a better or bigger opportunity for you. But for the most part, it's a business. So Cinco comes around, you know, him and Brooklyn like start dating, and there was discussions about like him getting into YouTube, you know, because I guess she didn't like, or she wanted him to make his money a different type of way. So she's like, my mom owns a management company. Mom, you want to manage Cinco? So I was like, yeah, I will. And I said, you know, we can show you how to do it. Because I don't even know, he was doing music, but he did a few YouTube videos a long time ago, but I don't even know if he was monetized, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know. But we ended up, I put together a contract because first of all, it's like, just like anything, just any client that anyone ever goes to for a management company, they're going to sign a contract with a certain percentage, whether it's like 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. Regardless of what it is, they're going to have to sign something saying, hey, I'm going to do these things for you, and in return, this is what you do for me. So at that time, he wasn't making any money on YouTube. We ended up signing a contract, 20%. As far as the $5,000, he was fine with that. He's 19 years old at this time, so he looks over the contract. I gave it to him like ahead of time. He signs it, gives it back to me. I think personally what happened was he pretty much carried the contract out for about maybe 10 months. I think the last 2 months he was just like, hey, I really can't, pay anything and stuff like that. But I knew that he was bringing money in still, but it was just like, okay, I didn't like to keep bothering him, like we did go back and forth a little bit. He's like, well, I can't pay this month and stuff like that. So it was just like, okay. And mind you, $5,000 is a lot. I don't even think he's ever paid me $5,000. Maybe one time, but if he did, he made $25,000 that month. I think his, so if he made $9,000, he paid me $1,000, or something like that. Whatever 20% of that is, that's what he paid me. So it was like $5,000 a month. People are thinking, oh, he's paying $5,000 a month and he has to take care of his family. If he's paying $5,000, he's making $25,000. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, the last part of the contract, $6,000 he owed me. I just said, don't worry about it, because I didn't want to go back and forth about money. So I was just like, all right, just don't worry about the $6,000. And I think what happened was him and Brooklyn broke up and he didn't want to pay. I think he didn't want to pay because they broke up. So I don't know. I don't care, as far as if I got him deals, absolutely. I know that was a question somebody asked me if I got any opportunities for him. I got him one deal through Fashion Nova. I don't know what happened with that deal, but it was a substantial amount of money. I pitched Deshae and I pitched Cinco. Deshae didn't get it. They wanted to work with Cinco. Pitched it to Cinco, sent him the email, sent him the contract, and he had to go online and sign it through Fashion Nova. I don't ever know what happened. He was supposed to sign up through the portal and start like picking clothes and stuff, but I don't know if he never did. I asked him, I said, how did that go? He just said they never. I don't know what happened. I think maybe, I'm thinking, because like right after that, he cut his hair. So I don't know if that was why that deal didn't completely go through, but it was literally on the table. We had the contract and everything. I actually have the contract right here. This was like, I made this like, I do this for all my clients. So I make this like one sheet so it's easy to pitch them for stuff. And then it says, hi Monique, thank you for getting Jay to confirm his account for us. At this time we can offer the following. And it says the amount dedicated for YouTube and 3 TikToks and the total payout. But like this is a whole email, anyway, it's just stuff like that. I don't know, like usually I would ignore stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I still have, everyone has their name to protect to a certain degree, but it's just like, it's a business, everyone has their name to protect, but it's just like, okay, I'm not, based on your guys' like this whole argument, it's like, don't throw me in there in terms of like doing bad business, because at the end of the day, like whatever we did was like beneficial to one another. No one was taking advantage of anyone. No one was using anyone. Like I made sure I had paperwork in place. It's like, here, if you want to do this, you can do this for this amount. This is what I can do for you. You're not making any money from YouTube right now, but if I want to bring you into our circle of contacts, our circle of like people that we've met, filmed with, vlogged with, all of that, it's just like kind of like, it's like if you go into like a record label or go into like Sony or go into like, if you get signed, you think you get signed, so you think, okay, I just want to walk in there and use you guys as contacts and you guys give me like music videos and I forgot what you call that, like when they give you like a advanced, like all that. You think all that stuff happens without something being, like paperwork being in place? Like, you don't have access to like all of that. Like, people push your YouTube videos, people push you on streams and Spotify and Instagram and Apple Music and all that stuff. You think that happens for free? No, you have to pay like a certain percentage of what you make based on the exchange. So it's like, I mean, that's just business all around the board. It's like, I don't care who it is, I'm not gonna just let someone be like, oh, you're dating Brooklyn, or you're my friend. Like, some things, it's just like, okay, you collaborate with certain people, but it was just like, okay, he was really new, we didn't really know him like that, and it's just like, okay, you want to do, like, I know that vlogging with Brooklyn and stuff like that's going to make you a lot of money. Like, I know that this. So it's like, okay, at the end of the day, we can help manage your YouTube career, and we can help you grow at the end of the day. And we've done that a lot of YouTubers do that with people. They bring them in and they sign them, and they bring them and give them access to their whole like platform, pretty much. Otherwise, we would just be letting anyone just come collab with us and just like, hey, you guys want to come over and be on our platform that we've worked years and years for, No. This is not a question, but just know you still have people that love and support you. Thank you. I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate those people. Why do you put up with so much stuff? Meaning what? Like, deal with so much stuff? I think I'm kind of equipped to deal with a lot of stuff. Like, for my whole life, I've dealt with a lot of stuff. But, I don't really know how to answer that. I just put up with it, I guess. I don't know. Why Mike don't be in videos? You should make more videos with him. I haven't really been making a lot of videos anyway, except for like Sunday dinner, but Mike's been focused on like film stuff. We have a lot of big projects coming up. We have a really huge project coming up pretty soon. You guys will see. So we've been pretty much working on that. He's been working sleepless nights on that like crazy. So that's a big project. I think you guys are gonna like that. But so yeah, you'll see it soon. Why are you such a weirdo? Why are you such a weird mother? I don't know what that means. I don't know what a weird mother is. I don't know. The older head celebrities on your daughter head. Just hilarious posted in comments. Yeah, I saw that. She just posted a clip from a video a prank that she did with Justin, 24 hours being disrespectful to Justin, which is crazy because that part of the video, he told her to say that part because she didn't know how to end the video. She was like, how do we end this? And he told her to say that. But I don't know. You're just trying to avoid the question about how shitty your kids are. Okay, so I keep getting stuff like that too, like, you're a bad mom, or Brooklyn's like that because you raised her horrible. They're like, I understand why Mel is the way he is and why he left. But guess what? I raised Mel too. So I believe that, like I said, if I correct my kids, I correct them off camera. Like, you guys don't know if I put any of my kids in therapy. You guys don't know the conversations that we've had, the arguments we had, the crying sessions that we had, like any of that stuff. You guys only see what we show. So I believe that every parent, I'm not gonna say every parent, but I, as a parent, I do guide my kids a certain way. Based on their personality, yeah, I treat them a little bit different because they have different learning styles, different parenting styles, or they understand me in different ways. However, I'm not like a very aggressive. I can be very aggressive. I don't do it on camera, but I can be very aggressive with my children. But at the end of the day, it's like, I believe in the power of choice. So if I say, hey, don't do this, this is not good, because if you do this may happen. From experience, I tell them a lot about personal experiences. Hey, from experiences, I dealt with this. You might not want to do this because this might happen. You might not want to do this because this will happen. Me as a mom, I think I'd be less than a mom to say what the outcome would look like. However, there's the power of choice. If the person decides not to listen, they decide not to listen. That has nothing to do with me as a parent. It's just like, I don't know, like, I'm not physical with my children when it comes to, like, they're old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go put Brooklyn in timeout, Deshae in timeout, Melma in timeout. You know what I'm saying? Their learning styles are different. Like, I can talk to Mel and say, hey, Mel, if you do this is going to be the result. Mel will look at something and be like, you know what? That's not a good idea. I'm not going to do that. Or maybe Brooklyn and Deshae might be like, I'm going to try this until someone tells me not to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you teach them and guide them in a certain way, but, they're going to make the choices that they want to make. Everyone's going to do that. We all, as adults, know what's right and wrong. And whatever we choose to do, we live with those consequences. But, like, even my things that I deal with, I don't blame my mom. I just, I know what's right. I know what's wrong. I don't blame her for stuff. There are, you guys got to understand too. It's like, I'm not a perfect parent, and I never claim to be a perfect parent. Like, I'm human. I'm trying to figure shit out too, just like everybody else. I'm not her only parent. She has a father, so it's like, you guys just don't know what people and their situations are, so that's just all I'm gonna say. I'm 44 and think about if I want to get married again. Would you ever marry again? Yeah, I would. It's not like, what was that? Is that thunder or lightning? I say do it. Like, I'm all for love at the end of the day, but marriage doesn't define love either. So it's just like, I have a person that we're completely locked in. We understand each other. We're best friends. We're super close. Like, there's no pressure to get married because I feel like we need to be married. I need to claim you as mine. Like, we just know we're each other's. Like, we are good business partners. We work together. We raise Bali great together. When that happens, that will happen. But I feel if you want to get married again, get married again. There's nothing wrong with that. Just have a bomb-ass wedding somewhere. I don't know where I would have my wedding at, but just have it nice wedding. Dang, there's a lot of these questions. Will you, Cinco, and everyone sit down and talk about the real? Forget the YouTube. Get into it for real. I don't know if that's something that could even be obtained right now. I don't even, to be honest, I haven't talked to Cinco. Last time I talked to him, we weren't on bad terms. I don't know, when the internet stuff started going crazy, I didn't even want to reach out because he was doing a lot of screenshotting and talking about it and stuff. So I didn't want to, at the height of everything, when like people were like choosing sides and stuff like that, I didn't want to get involved in anything because I saw he was hurt, first of all. So it was just, it was one of those things that, like, maybe when the smoke clears and stuff like that, because if it's even something that needs to happen, I don't know. But he knows. Everyone pretty much knows what is true and what is not, and some relationships just tend to like fade. And I don't know. It was a like, I don't know, like pretty bad ending, I guess. I don't know, but like, I just hope everyone heals and just heals for the most part, because that type of stuff, it creates trauma. Like a lot of relationships and stuff that happens in them, and I know this whole internet thing was a whole traumatic experience. I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? I'm the mom, and I don't know. It was a lot, like, you know, and it's just like me. I'm not one for just like, oh, I gotta defend myself. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But it's just like, I just sit back and watch and just be like, wow, this is so crazy. You know, and sometimes it's just kind of like, dang, I do want to say something, but if I do, you know, it might not come across the way I want it to come across. And so, I don't know. It's just sometimes better not to say anything and just say something later. I don't know. How was your trip to Jamaica? I haven't eaten anything. I'm sorry. My trip to Jamaica was fun. That was for Mike's birthday. That was really fun. I want to go back, but I want to lay on those I want to be on those little bamboo things and like take pictures and stuff. We didn't take like a lot of cute pictures. We were like doing activities. Oh, we were on a cruise. That's what it was. But I didn't even get to get oxtail in Jamaica, which made me so mad because we went to the wrong spot. You should do a laptop giveaway for back to school. I agree. I really want to do something like that. I want to do something where I'm giving back or the kids are giving back and stuff like that. Like, I started a nonprofit for them or a foundation for them, but we just haven't been too active in it, but I got to get on top of that. So if you want to help with the management company and you, hold on. Where's Mike? Watching Bali right now so I can do this video. How do you feel about opening a restaurant? I never want to open a restaurant. I only like cooking for Sunday dinner. I'm like an experimental cook. So like when I see stuff like on TikTok that looks kind of whatever, like I'll cook that. But like Bali still doesn't really eat that much. Mike's pretty picky. Like only people that really eat, like I get to experiment trying my food on, is Sunday dinner people. I think that's my last bite because I'm so full. Oh my god. That's so good though. Oh my god. Okay. Do you raise your kids how you were raised? Probably. Now that I think about it, my mom was she was kind of strict, but kind of like, she was the type of mom that, like, for me at least, she didn't never want to hurt my feelings when it came to stuff. Like, she was always very honest with me about stuff, but like I didn't have like strict punishments and stuff like that, you know, like I could get out of them pretty easy. But we had a really good relationship. Like we would talk, I would tell her everything. But one thing about like your kids being able to come to you, it's like you gotta leave that door open. It's really a fine line. It's a balance. It's hard to, as a parent, like you can be so strict, push your kids away, they won't talk to you. Or you can be kind of in their world, but still be able to give them good information. Because if you're in their world a little bit, they'll be able to feel comfortable to talk to you about stuff like, hey, Mom, I think that I want to try this, or I've tried this, or this would happen. And then you can kind of be like, oh, you know what? That's not really a good idea. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Or, you know, this might, you know, like it's a fine line, but it's an art to have to create that space. And some parents can do it, whereas I'm a little bit more lenient sometimes, and I do have those struggles sometimes because I can be like too soft when it, you know, comes as a parent. So when it's time for me to be aggressive, they don't take me serious. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to find the right time. I can't just be like blah 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 and they listen. I gotta be like, what's the right time? Let me bring it up this time. Or let's go to lunch. I want to talk to you about a few things, you know, like that type of stuff. So it's like, I don't know. It's definitely an art. And I got 4 of them and I have to maneuver around 4 different personalities. But, you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best mom out here. But I try my best. Does your childhood affect your life now? I think so. I think everyone's childhood affects their current life because that's who you are. Your childhood experiences shape who you are as a person, as an adult. What's Bolly's favorite food? Mac and cheese. She loves regular Kraft mac and cheese. I try to give her like the fancy mac and cheese when we go to restaurants. She gets so mad. She doesn't want it. Okay. Looking for new YouTubers? Check me out. CJ World. A car is my picture. Let me look. And surprisingly, a lot of people have been reaching out for management, which is so funny. But I always look at content. If people email me or they DM me and they be like, oh, I need a manager, something like that, I look at pretty much everybody. But it's like I work with people that Cinco had good work ethics. You know, he reminded me of Deshae a little bit when it came to like, you know, coming up with content and just shooting it. But yeah, we always collaborated ideas and stuff like that, and he pretty much he's a really good vlogger. You know, he's a good YouTuber. His content's really good. Hold on, I was meant to look at your stuff. Anyways, I'll look at it once I find it again. Anyway, that is it. I hope I answered all your guys' questions. I don't even know how this vlog's about to turn out, but I know it's hot. Look at this light I'm using. Oh. Look. This mic's streaming light, because I don't even know where my ring light is. But anyways, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Oh, I'm gonna get ready to go to the Beyonce concert, so that's gonna be my next vlog, and I think that's gonna be my next vlog. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do like this whole transformation, do my hair, makeup, cute outfits. Oh, I can't show you guys my outfit now, but I want to show it to you. All right, love you guys.